Hey everybody, this is Michael with Asymmetrical Preparedness. Get your seeds while you still can. Why? Because I don't know if you guys have been watching, have been hearing about all the crop shortages, limited farm workers, cracking down on farms, destruction of farms, soybeans being cut open, destroyed in Brazil, lots of other countries also locking down their harvests where they will not be exporting any harvests. China, Russia, I think Argentina, and other countries are going along with that. Thus, seeds won't be as available either. And as we've seen in the recent past, it has been difficult to get seeds because thankfully more people are having gardens, are growing things. That's awesome. I love that. I want to see everyone gardening. I would love to see more gardens out there. But that leads to shortages in seeds, the availability of seeds being more difficult. So as preppers, we think ahead, right? We don't procrastinate. Just like the freedom seed shortage. Well, I hope you thought ahead, because if you didn't, you're a little SOL right now. But think ahead. We don't have to be in that situation with seeds for planting our crops. They're starting to hit stores now, just the seeds in stores, and there's plenty of availability on places like Amazon and seed companies and all that stuff like that. Feed stores, you can get seeds. So please be stockpiling your seeds now. Definitely get all the seeds you need for this season, but try to get way more. Try to get all the seeds for next season also. Even though you are going to save your seeds, I hope, from your crop also. But yeah, get seeds. They last for years, if not indefinitely, if stored properly. So stockpile seeds. See, you can never go wrong with seeds. Even if they're older, maybe you'll get a lower percentage of germination, meaning not all of them will grow. Okay? And you'll still be way better off than if you didn't. And food, well, we need food. We always need food. You need food a lot more than you do anything else other than water and air. Food, air, and water. Well, air is there for now. And water is another thing. Yes, concentrate on that. But we can grow our own food. The more self-reliant we can become, the more of our own calories we can produce by growing our own vegetables, our own fruits, having orchards, raising animals, all this stuff like that, the better off we'll be. You can be in a homestead, great, that's optimal. I feel that's optimal, be in a homestead environment. And you don't have to have a ton of land to homestead. You can homestead on an acre. You can raise a lot of food, you can grow a lot of food, raise a lot of animals on an acre of land. So don't be disheartened like that. Even if you're just in a suburban neighborhood and you have a front yard, maybe small side yards and a backyard, you can produce a lot. You'd be amazed how much food you could produce. So think about that and stockpile seeds. Because if we're in a shortage of food, and I don't know if you guys have heard about, Bill Gates and others, extremely wealthy people buying up lots of agricultural land, farmland. Why? Well, who controls the food controls the people. It's all about control, money, power, all that stuff like that, power grabs. So take care of yourself. Encourage others to grow their own food. Encourage others to have some extra seeds laying around. They don't have to have millions of seeds, but I'll tell you what, seeds are one of those things you can never have enough of. Or you can never have too many of. I guess you could get to the point where you're like, I got enough seeds. But that's a lot. In my mind, I'm way far from that. And I got a couple seeds. So, yeah, if you need a good place to get one or to store them, you can get one of those little mini fridges. The little mini refrigerators, they're not much money, and you can just start filling it. Or you can find an older used refrigerator. Maybe it's not pretty. You can sit it in a spare room. You can put it in your garage, your carport, your back porch, something. I'm sure even if you're in an apartment, you got somewhere where you can put something like that to keep seeds. Or make room in one of your crisper drawers in your fridge for seeds. And as you get more and more and more, pretty much it'll eventually take over the whole drawer. But anyway, buy as many seeds you can. Try to get heirloom, non-GMO organic seeds. Those will propagate best. They will reproduce true to form year after year after year. If you can't, or that's, you want to save a little bit of money here and there because you can't really do that all at once, or, whatever. Just get seeds. Even if they're not all organic, non-GMO, or heirloom seeds, still buy seeds. Buy lots of seeds. One thing that I've mentioned before in videos is that a bag of beans, or a bag of wheat, or a bag of rice, wheat as long as it's not cracked, as long as it's whole kernel, corn, soybeans, lentils, any kind of seed, those are all seeds, is what I'm getting at. If you have a 50-pound sack of beans, well, that's 50 pounds of seeds. Okay, yeah, I know I've talked about this before, but it's important to remember that. That's a lot of seeds. And you don't necessarily, you can store those normally like your food storage. Just remember, those are also seeds. But yeah, and get a variety, get a wide variety. Obviously pick things that grow best in your area, under your circumstances. And also look at the caloric value and the amount of food produced. Things like an artichoke may not be the best thing to plant as a prepper for survival food or survival garden because, yeah, they're good. They're yummy. Some butter and garlic, dip it in it. Yum. Yeah, really good. But you get that big, huge plant and you produce one artichoke. That's not a wise use of space. Unless you have hundreds or thousands of acres and you don't care about space, sure, go for it. But think about space. Think about things that you can grow that are short, things that you can grow that are medium and tall, and grow vertically, grow vertical gardens. Make the best use of your space. Obviously, set them up where they're not growing in front of other things that need sun, so they're not blocking the sun. Raised beds, in-ground, aquaponics, hydroponics, indoors, container gardening. It doesn't matter. Just do it. Do something. And to prepare for that, stockpile seeds. Buy all the seeds you possibly can. Right now, you can't really get freedom seeds, so why not get these seeds? You can at least eat them, and most of them you can sprout also and make sprouts out of those seeds, which increases the nutritional value of the seed. You get a lot more nutritional value out of a sprouted seed than you do a regular seed, obviously. Like a bean. If you eat a bean, okay, you get a certain nutritional value. Well, if you eat a bean sprout, you get a lot more nutritional value. So think about that. But anyway, buy lots of seeds, get lots of seeds, stockpile lots of seeds, collect lots of seeds. That's another thing. I was cutting up stuff for big, huge, awesome salads the other night for my family. Cutting up bell peppers. Tons of seeds inside them. So what did we do? I involved the kids. I had them help pull all the seeds out, put them in a paper bowl, paper plates, whatever, and lay them out to dry. Same with anything. Cantaloupes. If you're going to eat a cantaloupe, great. Save the seeds. Pumpkin. There's a lot of different things that have seeds. And also, all your peels, the bad fruit, whatever it is, the areas and the gunk and stuff like that, whatever on fruits and vegetables you don't eat, that you cut off, you trim, whatever. Compost it, please. Start your composting. Even if you just get some of those like 5-gallon buckets. You can literally compost in them if you had to. I'm not saying it's the most efficient way, but you could compost in them. And remember, things like cardboard, compost, eggshells, compost, coffee grounds, compost, all your kitchen waste that's not meat and or animal products. You can technically compost milk, but I wouldn't do that. Just compost fruits, vegetables, stuff like that, cardboard, the little round thing from toilet paper when it's left over, that will compost. And toilet paper, unless you use it to wipe your, poo. Don't use that, because then that's human feces, and you don't want that in your compost. There are people that do that, and there are ways to do it, but anyway, I'm not getting into that. You can compost paper products, all that kind of stuff like that. But anyway, please stockpile seeds. Get as many seeds as you can, wide a variety as you can, but make sure you're getting them that are appropriate for you. I love you guys, and I want to see more gardens. I want to see more growing. I want to see more self-reliance, independent from the system as possible. I love you guys, and I want to empower you guys. I want us to be more prepared, better people, better everything, better versions of ourselves. I love you guys, and blessings to you and yours.